Welcome to this comprehensive guide on customer journey mapping. In this series, we'll explore how to visualize and understand every interaction your customers have with your product. Customer journey mapping is the process of creating end-to-end visual representations of how users experience your product across all touchpoints. This skill is essential for any product manager, designer, or entrepreneur who wants to truly understand their customers and build better products. So why should you care about mapping customer journeys? First, understanding user behavior means seeing exactly how your customers interact with your product at every stage. This visibility helps you make informed decisions. Second, you'll identify pain points, which are the frustrations and barriers that slow down or discourage your customers. Third, journey mapping helps you optimize opportunities by revealing moments where you can enhance value and exceed expectations. Finally, by improving the customer experience, you directly drive growth metrics like retention, lifetime value, and word-of-mouth referrals. Every customer journey can be broken down into 5 critical stages. Stage 1 is awareness, where the customer first discovers your product through ads, social media, or word of mouth. Stage 2 is consideration, where they evaluate your product against alternatives and explore your features. Stage 3 is decision, when they make the commitment to purchase or sign up. Stage 4 is onboarding, where they integrate your product into their workflow and learn how to use it. Stage 5 is retention and advocacy, where they continue using your product and become enthusiastic recommenders. Understanding what happens in each stage is fundamental to mapping the complete journey. Touchpoints are the specific channels and moments where customers interact with your product and brand. Digital channels include your website, social media pages, email, advertisements, and blog content. Mobile experiences involve your app, push notifications, and in-app messaging. Support channels are where customers get help through your help center, live chat, email support, and documentation. Human interactions happen during sales calls, product demos, onboarding sessions, and customer success check-ins. Product features themselves are touchpoints, from the user interface to integrations and settings. Finally, communication touchpoints include newsletters, product updates, feature announcements, and feedback requests. Each of these matters in shaping the overall experience. Building a journey map follows a structured process. First, define your personas by identifying who your customers are, what they're trying to accomplish, and what challenges they face. Second, map all touchpoints by listing every possible interaction point across every channel where your customer engages with your product. Third, identify emotions and pain points by documenting how customers feel at each stage and where they experience frustration or obstacles. Fourth, find gaps and opportunities by spotting missing interactions that could add value and identifying areas where you can improve the experience. This systematic approach ensures your map is comprehensive and actionable. A complete journey map includes several critical elements. Customer goals represent what the customer wants to accomplish at each stage of their journey. Understanding these goals helps you align your product with their needs. Emotions capture how customers feel during each interaction, whether they're excited, frustrated, confused, or confident. Documenting emotions reveals the psychological impact of each touchpoint. Pain points are the specific frustrations and barriers that slow progress or create negative experiences. Identifying these is crucial because fixing pain points has the highest impact on satisfaction. Finally, opportunities are moments where you can delight customers and add unexpected value. These are your biggest levers for improvement. Let's dive deeper into the first 3 phases of the customer journey. In the awareness phase, customers discover your product through various channels like ads, social media, word of mouth, and search. Their emotions include curiosity, interest, and sometimes skepticism. In the consideration phase, customers actively research and evaluate your product through your website, product demos, customer reviews, and competitor comparisons. They experience emotions like evaluation, comparison thinking, and doubt. In the decision phase, customers commit to purchasing or signing up. The key channels are your pricing page, checkout process, and sales team. They feel confident but may also experience some risk or hesitation about their decision. Understanding the emotional journey in these early phases helps you remove barriers and accelerate conversion. Now let's explore what happens after the customer makes a purchase. The onboarding phase is when they set up your product and learn how to use it. Key channels include setup wizards, tutorials, support documentation, and onboarding calls. Customers feel excitement about their purchase, but may also feel overwhelmed by new information and have high expectations for quick success. The retention phase happens as customers use your product regularly. This involves in-app features, customer success team support, community engagement, and new product updates. Customers feel satisfaction, develop routines around your product, and realize tangible value. Finally, the advocacy phase is when happy customers become promoters. This involves referral programs, reviews, testimonials, and word-of-mouth recommendations. Customers feel loyalty, enthusiasm, and confidence in your product. These post-purchase phases are where lifetime value is built. Mapping the journey is only half the work. The real value comes from converting those insights into concrete actions. Start by prioritizing pain points. Focus on the highest impact friction points that affect the most customers. Next, design specific solutions for each identified problem rather than trying to fix everything at once. Then set measurable success metrics so you can track whether your improvements are actually working. Are you reducing friction, increasing satisfaction, improving retention? Finally, continuously iterate and test by validating your changes with real customer feedback. A good journey map should evolve as your product and customer base evolve. This cycle of mapping, acting, and measuring is how you build a truly customer-centric product. Let's recap the essential points about customer journey mapping. First, remember that journey maps are living documents, not static artifacts. They should evolve as your product grows and your understanding of customers deepens. Second, the real power comes from using these maps to guide product decisions. Every feature, every interface change, every support interaction should be informed by your understanding of the customer journey. The complete cycle is: map your journey, analyze what you learn, take action to improve, iterate based on feedback, and measure the results. When you truly understand your customer's end-to-end experience with your product, you can build something remarkable. Thank you for learning about customer journey mapping. Now it's time to map your own customer journey and start building a better product experience.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.